Alright, good morning folks. It is, Jackson has a rock. It is Wednesday morning. I forgot to do my weigh-in yesterday because it was a little hectic, and then I didn't get to it this morning before work. So we're going to jump on the scale post-work. I went back into my correct bra and spandex shorts. But we're going to jump on the scale and get this week started. I hurt my thumb. We had a little incident between a dog and a cat, and I got bit by the cat. And it's not crazy bad, but it's enough that my thumb is still swollen and it hurts to use it, especially when like it swells up and the blood runs to it. So we're gonna rearrange my schedule this week again because I don't want to swim and get chlorine in it until it kind of heals up a little bit more. So we're gonna try and do swimming either Friday or Saturday. We're going camping this weekend, so Sunday is off the table. But I'm going to try and get as much as I can this week and have a good week. So let's get it going. Yeah. Alright, hi folks. It is Becky with Becky's Health Journey. And I kind of wanted to give you guys an update because I have been MIA for the last couple weeks. I do have to apologize. I just finished doing my second workout of the week. I did a 12-mile bike, my stationary indoor bike. It is about 100 degrees outside right now. It's about 5 o'clock in the evening. I just finished up. We did about 55 minutes, just over 55 minutes to do those 12 miles. So I'm a little bit sweaty and a little bit out of breath, and I'm still recovering from being sick. Now, going back in time again. So the last update I gave you, I was riding bikes with my brother and doing really good. And then the next week I hit a mental roadblock. And by that I mean I had zero desire to do any training whatsoever. And what didn't help in that situation was the fact that we got hit with high temperatures and I've been working a lot. And so by the time I get off work, it's already pushing 80 degrees, and the last thing that I want to do is go outside and run because I hate running and it's really hot and I don't like running when I'm hot and sweating a lot. And so I made some excuses and took an easy week when I should not have and did zero training. Then, getting prepped, we were going to go on my girlfriend's birthday camping trip, and we had a whole thing planned, and right before her daughter, who's pretty young, contracted a virus and ended up being hospitalized. She's fine. It ended up like she worked through it and she's good to go. But while she was hospitalized, we didn't go camping. Her mom stayed at the hospital with her. And essentially everyone that was around her probably contracted the same virus and got sick. Myself included, my girlfriend, her mom, everyone. And so the next week, I was sick, and the virus really impacts the lungs, and her daughter was actually on oxygen, getting help breathing oxygen because her lungs were impacted so badly. And mine, that's where I felt it the most, is at the top of my lungs right here in my chest, which is just my lungs, and into my throat. And I thought I got over it, and then I turned around and had a second round of that as well. And the last time that I ran when I was sick, it was just horrible. Like, I just went downhill super bad. And so I have hardly done excuse me, anything. And this last week, Monday, my girlfriend and I were going to go on a bike ride. It ended up it was super windy and cold, so we ended up doing a lifting workout. She did a little bit of like a CrossFit style workout with some wall balls and stuff. And I did a lot of deadlifts, some biking intervals, and some back rows, and just kind of called it a day with that. And then I've been working hard, and I just haven't gotten in any exercise this week, and also because I've been hacking my lungs out as well, and snot, endless amounts of snot. So today I felt like the first real workout that I've done in a while. Well, the Monday workout was hard. Don't lie about that. That was a hard workout. Sweating there. But doing 12 miles on the bike felt really good. My lungs feel okay. I'm definitely hacking. And I won't talk for too much longer because of that. But, man, that virus kicked my behind. And being lazy is also kicking my behind, because now I have missed essentially almost 3 full weeks of training, going into less than 5 weeks. Yeah, 5 weeks out from my first triathlon. And I am very, very nervous. We're going into this next week, and I have a planned work trip. I'm going to Yellowstone National Park to do some wildlife photography, and while I could skip this trip, I've already made the reservations. I've got people expecting work from this trip, and I've been planning this since the beginning of the year. So I'm going to go. I'm going to try and get in as much work as I can over this weekend. Tomorrow morning I'm going to try and do a short run in the morning before work, because by the time I get off work it is already 80+ degrees and it is just not fun. And so I'm going to try and do a short run in the morning before I go to work tomorrow. And that is my last day at this job. We're in the middle of a life transition, a huge life transition this summer. Not anything that I was actually planning when I did this triathlon, except for leaving my job. So tomorrow is my last day there. I have Monday off. Tuesday I head to Yellowstone. I'll be there Wednesday, Thursday, coming back Friday. So on tomorrow, I'll do short run. Monday, plan on doing a long bike ride, maybe a run following that, depends on how it goes. I will attempt to do a short run Tuesday morning before I leave if I can fit it in my time frame. And then Friday night when I get back, I want to do some biking and then kind of get back into a full going schedule. But that is my plan for next week. It is going to be, I'm excited to go. I'm hopefully over everything by the time I get out there, and it's supposed to be a lot cooler. And I'll try and be as active as I can while doing that, but I won't be doing any serious triathlon training there. But that is like the big thing. The second really big thing that is coming in my life right now in change is I am moving. And this was something that I did not foresee happening when I first signed up for the triathlon. I'm moving in with my girlfriend in August, and we are going to, since I own my own home and she owns her own home, we're going to rent out my home and I'm going to move into her home. And because we're at the early stages of the relationship and life can throw wrenches in it, I am not going to do a long-term renter yet. So I'm going to try and do short-term renters and Airbnb type thing with like travel nurses as my primary focus, doing like 6 weeks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks type thing. But that means that I have had to transform my house from the way that I set it up, which apparently lacks any sense of style or color palette or anything, into a house that people would want to rent and stay at for fun or to do work. And that is way outside of my league. And so I spent a lot of time discussing furniture and color choices and preparing lists and endless, the list is like this big of things that I have to do. And it's very stressful for me. This has been very stressful, looking at all the things that I have to do and trying to figure out how I can maneuver things into my house as I'm purchasing them and selling them to still be able to train inside this space. And so I ended up putting the couch up against the wall, setting up the gym, similar to where it was but a little different, and we've been selling things and cycling things through and starting that whole process already. But it has been incredibly stressful, which is probably added to the fact that I have been sick repeatedly for essentially the past 4 months. I just feel like every other week I've been sick. But this one, the virus really kicked my butt. I'm almost fully recovered. We're at the very tail end of it when I sound bad, but I actually feel okay. Still got a little bit, but I should be golden, hopefully. Hopefully by the time I get some more training in. But that is going to wrap up today's video and my update. Hopefully tomorrow I can get a short run in. I have to be able to wake up early. I was trying to wake up at 4:30 in the morning and do a little run before I go into work, because I have to be into work super early. but it's my last day. Tomorrow's my last day at work, and once I get back from this photography trip, my schedule will be a lot more open because I don't have any big blocks until end of August, until after my triathlon's over, and so I can focus pretty much every effort that I have into training for this triathlon at the best times for me, and then transitioning my house into a rental property on the side. So we're going to have to really work hard in July to be able to complete this triathlon because I'm nowhere near ready. I feel very comfortable with the swim, but I haven't swam in like 2 weeks now. So I need to get back into the pool, get some swimming in. I need to put some distance on my bike, and then I need to get my butt in gear with running because that is going to be my worst event so far and the least likely that I am to train for it because I dislike it the most. But I'm still looking forward to attempting to complete this triathlon because I'm going to kick its butt. And I am ready for the summer heat to be over, and it is just barely started. We're like not even 2 days into summer, and we're in the triple digits, and it's projected to stay that way for the next few months. So, sucks. Good thing I have AC, fan that can blow, and the morning hours when it is still cold, and that is when I'm primarily going to be my triathlon. The other thing that I did do is I've done a little bit of research as far as meal timing and carbohydrates and what I need to consume when I'm biking and running and doing this triathlon. So I feel a little bit more comfortable with that. I've been able to read essentially a nutrition guidebook for athletes and that type of thing, and kind of starting to generate a game plan of what that's going to look like and incorporate those types of gels and food and eating habits into my everyday training schedule so it flows really smoothly. And the one thing that I still need to do when I get back from my photography trip is order a triathlon suit, essentially, because I've been swimming in a very old swimsuit, and it will not work for this event nor for the bike and the run following that. So that will be my big splurge when I get back from this photography trip. That will be number one thing that I need to do, and then start training in that. So lots of big moving pieces in my life right now. I feel like moving boxes are everywhere, and everything is halfway packed and unpacked and sorting, and I'm trying to do like a purge of everything that I've collected in my life that I don't need. So all of this is combining into one, plus being sick, plus girlfriend and exciting things, and starting school this fall and quitting my job, and it's just a lot. So I'm going to end it here before I lose my voice completely, and I will check in with you next time. Best of luck. Hopefully you guys have not been sick like me and are completing all your training and attacking your goals with a fierceness. So, peace.